We kick off the show with a new development in the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund as Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu expands the net of employment with 100% increment that will provide more job opportunities for residents. Take a look.
It's the second edition of the Lagos Employment Summit, organized by the State Employment Trust Fund, an independent agency established to provide financial support to business owners and entrepreneurs to reduce unemployment in the state. The state governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, makes his way to the venue at Eko Hotel in Victoria Island to meet stakeholders in the employment circle.
In February 2020,
the Chairman Board of Trustees of the State Employment Trust Fund set the ball rolling, explaining the intervention put in place for residents.
National unemployment rate rose from 27.1 in December 2020 to 33.3 in March 2021. In Lagos specifically, the unemployment rate of 37.14 was higher than the national average, and making it the first time in a decade that the state's unemployment rate surpassed that of the country. The surge in crime and the resultant insecurity challenges due to the lack of jobs and gainful employment of our youth has shown that our collective prosperity as a state depends on how well we can sustainably create jobs and keep our teeming population creatively engaged. It is also imperative to note that the never-ending duty of job creation requires all public and private sector stakeholders to actively collaborate, to actively design and develop resilient policies and strategies. Hence the theme of this summit, Sustainable Job Creation Strategies, Collective Action, and Prosperity for All. We've empowered over 500 petty traders with basic digital skills which will enhance their capacity in terms of payments and obviously increase their customer base. And we're also very proud of our nano loan program, which is below MSMEs, actually nano, very, very small loans to help people at the bottom of the pyramid.
Some beneficiaries of the State Employment Trust Fund share their experience.
Printing press,
I'm into printing press. When I heard about it, I did not believe in it. Not until when I went there and I was supported with 500,000 naira because we were 3 running the business as then. I was given another 500,000 naira for the second time, and currently we're 9 managing the business. I really appreciate the state government.
I'm a sewing seller materials, in which when the LSTF come on board, I was in need of money by then, but there is nowhere to go. My friend told me, my LSTF is giving money, I should go to local government to go and have a form there. I said, I don't know anybody. He said, you should go there. They will attend to me. On getting there, they attended to me. They gave me the first loan. They came to my shop to investigate whether it is true or not. But they met me there, but the shop is so small. I have only one apprentice then. But when they gave me the money, the first time, I went to Lagos and buy some, in sewing materials. If you don't have some materials, they will leave your shop. But when I got the money, the business started booming. I appreciate the Lagos State government, the LSTF. May God Almighty continue to be with you.
Already plans are underway to create new employment opportunities for residents, and this is coming from the Executive Secretary of the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund.
Over the years, we've learned a number of things. First, after the pandemic, we learned we needed to be nimble enough to address the issue in the ecosystem. And we knew that for the first time in 2021, people needed grants. And we launched the MSME Recovery Fund, which my chairman spoke to, in 2021. Aside that, what are the other lessons learned? First, it's not just about funding. Before that, we've had impact. We have been able to deliver jobs created, supported, sustained over 200,000 jobs directly and indirectly. Thank you very much. We've also been able to support over 30,000 MSMEs with access to finance, access to grants, capacity development, master classes, and many other programs. We've been able to support over 400 startups with access to infrastructure through our grant program. We've learned that, yes, there are many competing interests, so we have to find very creative and sustainable ways of making sure funding stays consistent. We believe in structures such as monetizing our impact or pay for performance, social impact bonds. We believe in using blended finance approach, and then of course, we believe in leveraging platforms that already exist.
Lagos State employment rate is 37.3%, a figure announced by the State Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget, Mr. Sam Igube. He says that government will also be launching a 25-year job development plan to further increase employment rate in the state.
The unemployment rate in the state stands at 37.3%, with youth unemployment about 42.5%. Resolving these challenges on a sustainable basis requires deep thinking, collaboration, and consultation with stakeholders to evolve ideas, policies, and initiatives, which, when acted upon, should see us through and over. On our part, we have committed to a 25-year long-term development plan, working with some of the best minds from around the world in consultation with the people of Lagos. The plan has an overarching anchor objective of creating high-value work to accelerate economic development. Again, there cannot be development if it is not tied to work and if it is not tied to the household and the individual. This plan, which will soon be launched, is anchored conceptually on 4 continuing commitments. Thriving economy. Lagos will continue to build a robust, healthy, and growing economy with adequate jobs and strategic investments to sustain the growth.
And then the governor announces 100% increase in capital subvention to Lagos State Employment Trust Fund.
We've seen that LSTF can work. Indeed, it's working. We've seen, thank you. We've seen that if we trust them with a lot more, they can do a lot more. And so I want to challenge them with a lot more. Lagosians want to challenge you with a lot more. We believe you have the capacity, because you've demonstrated this in the last 4 years, that given the opportunity, you can double these numbers. And it's only by scaling those numbers that we can reduce the percentage that we're seeing. And so it's about scaling. It's about an ability for them to be able to do more, and it's about them having access, the capacity for them to grow more. And so we're going to be challenging you. I've asked for their budget, I've asked for what they want to do, and I'm making a public pronouncement that will try and double whatever it is that we're looking at. We cannot continue to give the reasons and excuse of COVID. COVID is behind us now. We need to think and think really, really deep. How do we ensure that we create that opportunity for the teeming number of youths that are here? Because they're waiting for us. And that's why I'm challenging the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. We'll give you the grants that you need. We'll give you the funding that you need to ensure that you can double it up. We can create the eco space and the ability for you to be able to touch a lot more people quicker, faster, and deeper.
Deliberations reached at this summit is expected to create more job opportunities for residents and in turn boost the gross domestic product of Lagos State.